Hello, we're in the last few days of 2017 and I wanted to share with you my predictions for skincare trends in 2018. We're set for a phenomenal year ahead. The first being innovations around peptides. You may have seen these ingredients used before. They've become even more effective because of the enhanced delivery mechanisms with which we're able to get them into the living layer of the skin. These ingredients were initially found to help with burns, and then they were used as cosmetic ingredients to help with treating lines. If you're looking for a product that has a natural form of peptide, then you can actually sometimes find that they're described as stem cell or growth factors rather than peptides. We don't use human-derived growth factors in our products. All of our derivatives are from plants and they are naturally increased in terms of their strength because we know we're targeting specific receptor sites in the skin. So this is like a docking station for the active ingredient that then is able to send a message on a cellular level to the cell. So if you think about peptides as really being focused on cell division, then you can see that there are lots of different aspects of the skin that they're able to help with. And it's not just skin cell division, it's also promoting a boost in collagen and elastin. And unfortunately, after the age of 30, you stop producing collagen and elastin. So you do, on a daily basis, need to use ingredients that stimulate this process in the skin. What's brilliant about peptides is that you can actually use them on very sensitive areas of the face. They're particularly good for the skin around the eyes, which is much thinner and sometimes prone to dryness. And if you aren't already using a vitamin A ingredient such as retinol or retinaldehyde, having a combination of peptides, vitamin A, antioxidants is really the most effective way to ensure that you're getting a broad range of active ingredients that will keep your skin youthful. The things that sort of I notice about my face as I become older is definitely that you can look a little bit more puffy. So peptides, again, are a fantastic way to reduce puffiness in the skin. We actually have been using them in an eye product for some time now called iGenius, and that ingredient that we have to help with puffiness really works very instantly. And this is what surprised me the most about some of the products that cosmetics have launched this year, is the length of time that it takes to actually see a result. So for example, Illuminating Lift, which is a cream that's targeted to help firming skin around the neck, that has actually got proven results after 6 weeks of use. And again, it's using a plant-derived tripeptide. So the strength of these ingredients is not just sort of monitored by the company, it's actually clinically studied and proven to work. So going back to sort of skincare trends and the conditions that I think are going to be center stage, it would be acne, definitely adult acne. We always see an increase year on year in women asking for advice on how they can actually help stop their breakouts after their 20s. These are women that are sort of, adults, 35, even 40, that are experiencing breakouts. Photo-damaged skin, anything to do with lines and collagen production, again, is another area of interest, as well as scarred skin. And what we have noticed is that microneedling really exploded in 2017, and it's not set to be any less of a popular treatment. The fact that it can actually be done at home, I think, will become much more popular. 0.2 millimeter needles, 0.3 millimeter needles are already being sold online. The difference is with a professional treatment, you're actually using a longer length needle, but you don't have to undergo the pain and discomfort of literally seeing blood. You can have this treatment done, and it offers a very low downtime alternative to maybe doing something like a more heat-based treatment, like a laser treatment. So little and often, I think, with microneedling at home, combined with using vitamin A and maybe products that are targeted to enhance the effect of microneedling, like cosmetics, you'll see more of those products being mentioned by beauty editors. Some of the other innovations set to sort of drive people's interests are the use of masks. Now, we know that the paper masks that we've seen, where you have like, you know, an infused mask that you can leave on your face maybe for 20-30 minutes, are definitely a great way. They're very cooling, and they are sort of like a quick in-between treatment if you're not having peels done already, or if you're in between having professional treatment done. Doing a mask at home once a week is a fantastic way to keep your skin well maintained. The difference with cosmetics masks is actually the length of time that they can be left on the skin. And overnight masks are far more effective because the ingredients are left on the skin for longer. So you're going to get more penetration, and the better penetration your active is, the better the result. So we do already have an overnight moisture mask called Restore, and it's another one that you can use around the eye area. And it would be one that, you know, I would recommend on a weekly basis for anyone that is more mature. BioShape is a firming mask, and these are sort of like, again, another trend to look at because it has peptides in it. So we haven't seen yet many masks that have peptides. Usually they have antioxidants in them and maybe a little bit of hyaluronic acid, which is a plumping ingredient. But to actually have an ingredient that's more corrective is, again, a newer innovation. And I think other companies are going to maybe start to look at some of this technology. Some of the other areas that I feel are going to be looked at is actually the use of moisturizers. And everyone out there is probably told cleanse, tone, moisturize. But what isn't known is the fact that moisturizers can often interfere with how our skin naturally moisturizes itself. It's a bit like you sitting in a tub of bath water. As soon as you absorb water into your skin, it stops producing its own natural moisture factors. And over time, this can actually lead to you developing a dry skin, or even a combination skin where you're dry on the cheeks and you're oily in your T-zone. So more corrective moisturizers, ones that you don't actually have to use indefinitely, that you can use for a period of time, that will resolve your dry skin and actually make it healthier in terms of its overall structure and how it moisturizes itself. I believe that that's going to be a huge trend. And we already have seen a cosmetics product launched called Humidify, which increases natural moisture by 44% after 4 weeks of use. So phenomenal in terms of the fact that you don't have to continue using moisturizer for the course of your lifetime. There are actually other ingredients that will help your skin more longer term, like vitamin A and antioxidants and peptides. But again, it's one of those things that most mature women, or if people feel a tightness after cleansing, they'll often ask for a moisturizer. So I think it's going to be quite a revelation for people to realize that actually using a moisturizer isn't necessarily the most effective thing that you can do for your skin long term. And yeah, just devices, again, anything that helps to clean the skin. I've always loved Foreo. I think it's a fantastic sonic cleansing device that you can actually buy directly from Foreo.com. Anything to do with light-based therapy, we have seen an increase in LED, people using LED at home as well. But in my opinion, it's definitely something that if you want to get a really high-functioning LED light, you have to go for a professional version. Just the cost of these devices is just so much more higher. And if you are doing any sort of like at-home treatment with one, it's usually only going to be targeted around key areas like the eyes, or maybe a handheld device that you're using to help with your blemishes. So doing a series of LED treatments, either in a light-based salon, or going to a professional that has a medi-spa, it's a worthwhile investment. You just need to know that there's no point really having LED light unless you've got active ingredients in your skin that are helping to stimulate and renew it. So they're my beauty trends and hot topics, and I'm really looking forward to starting 2018 fresh-faced and seeing you guys again on our YouTube channel.